Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. It's Kin-Tae with It's Necessary. I pray that everyone is having a great morning. So I just wanted to share with you guys how the Lord ministered to me this morning during my workout. I got up around 5:30 this morning, and I opened up my curtains. I just pulled them back, so I can get some sunshine. And out here where I live, the winds are bananas. And so started getting my workout in, after doing my devotion and everything. And there was this beautiful blue jay that flew past my window, and it went and sat on the top of there's a pine tree in my backyard. Well, it's my neighbor's pine tree, but it comes over into my yard. And he sits on top of, or she, I don't know what it was, but it sits on top of the highest branch that's in that tree. And mind you, the winds are rocking and reeling and bouncing. And he's just sitting up there, he's going with it. Looked like he was enjoying it, to be honest with you. And then there came this little, like 2.5-inch hummingbird that decided it wanted to go up where the blue jay was. And it made it up there, and it's, flapping its wings maybe 1,000,000 miles per minute. And to sustain itself. And it's just hovering around this blue jay. So I'm watching this, and I'm like, okay, God, this is interesting. So I'm watching. It stayed there for the hummingbird stayed up where the blue jay was for maybe about a minute or two, and then it decided, it wanted to go into the little fruit tree that's next to the pine tree. So he flew down, and he started, going around, getting his fruit from this little kumquat tree. And as I'm watching him get his fruit, here comes a bee. It was a bee that was flying, and it was, going from flower to flower that's in the kumquat tree. And they're just doing their thing. But I look back up to see the blue jay, and the blue jay still rolling. He's still on top of that branch, and he's just riding, with the waves and the winds. And the Lord just began to minister to me about all of the distractions that are going on around us. And I mean, from the racism to us hearing about people still dying from COVID, the COVID virus, still going on, us still being somewhat in quarantine. You're hearing about people committing suicide, this election that's going on. We're hearing about wars and rumors of wars, and we're hearing all these different things that are going on around us, all these winds that can cause us to take our focus and our mind off of God. But and it begins to make certain people become a little anxious. But the Bible tells us to be anxious for nothing, but with all things in prayer and supplication and thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto God. So therefore, you have the blue jay that's probably about 8 to 9 inches. Then you have the hummingbird that's about 2 inches, and you have the bee that was maybe an inch or so, I don't know. But all of them were still in the same element. All this stuff was going on around them. Literally, this is this morning, not too long ago. The winds are still bananas out here, and these things rocking and reeling, but they have purpose, just like you and I have purpose. Don't allow this election, racism, all these things that can cause you to be anxious or to cause you to doubt God. Don't allow this noise, all this stuff around you, even in the elements. Don't allow these things to deter you from who God has called you to be. This blue jay that was these winds are strong, you guys. He flew to the top, to the highest branch, and just stood there and just ride. It looked like he was enjoying it too. But then when this really, really big wind came, he leaped into the wind. I was like, okay, why would you leap right now? But he caught that wind, and he began to just soar and do all kinds of turns. I was like, oh, he's enjoying this, And that's what we have to do now. We have to enjoy what we're going through. We have to be thankful. We have to find joy in what we're going through. We have to have that peace of God in what we're going through. These animals, the birds and the bee, all these things, they are doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing, regardless of the elements. The bee could have you would have thought that the bee would have gotten thrown around in the wind, but he's out there pollinating in the wind. You would have thought the hummingbird would have got thrown around in the wind or knocked into a branch or a bush, but he's out eating in the wind. The blue jay, who would have thought he would have jumped and took that leap of faith during the time of the big wind? So I just took that, and I was like, Lord, you are so awesome. Sometimes the things that we're concerned about, or you just kind of sometimes be like, man, this is a lot going on right now. God is saying, don't worry, don't be anxious for nothing. He was like, all this stuff is going on, but you just relax in me. He said, and whatever you need, he said, you come to me and ask me. Don't be anxious, but pray, do some more prayer, and give me some thanks. And then make your requests known. These elements don't change who God is. This stuff that we're going through does not change who God is and who he's made us. So I just want to encourage you guys to hold on to God, you know, find some joy. That bird looked like he was enjoying this wind, enjoying the winds that are going on, you know, and it didn't stop them from doing what they were meant to do. All right, so God bless you, God keep you and encourage you, and please remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. If you get something out of it, please share it. And I thank you guys for going with me on my journey. And it's Kin-Tae with It's Necessary. You guys have an amazing day on purpose, and I'm out.